Should I? This is the Dark Souls of Skateboarding Games. Oh my God. You know, we could make that joke all we want. So here we are checking out the session free prototype demo. This is like recording attempt number 5 because apparently my microphone is giving me issues. The first time I recorded it, it actually recorded as an FLV file, and those are like impossible to edit. The second time it was like everything sounded fine when I played it back, but if I put it in my editing software, it had no audio track. I have no idea what that was. So now we are doing this. So anyway, Session is a game that, oh God. Session is a game that was actually shown off at the Microsoft E3 press conference. And when it came on, at first I was like, oh my God, is this Skate 4? And no, it is not Skate 4. It is Session. And it's actually pretty, really? It's actually pretty easy to tell it's not Skate 4 when we look at the controls. So let's look at the controls now. So as you can see, you turn with the triggers. That's actually kind of the hardest thing to get used to. Technically, you can grab with the bumpers. Unfortunately, this is not yet enabled in this demo. Your sticks control each of your feet. So in hardcore mode, your left stick controls your left foot, and your right stick controls your right foot. In simplified mode, your left stick will control whatever foot is up front, and your right stick will control whatever foot is on the back. They do have X and Y, or X and A to push, I should say. Now they list it wrong. They say push right foot for both. A is actually your right foot, X is your left foot. You can get off your board, you can brake with your foot, and you can place session markers by pushing down on the D-pad and go to a session marker by pressing up on the D-pad. Obviously the song list I'm not going with right now, because I have it turned off for copyright reasons. Currently I'm running on high, and that's only because I noticed on my first recording that if I put it to epic, which is the epic, you know, the highest settings, I did get a little bit of slowdown. I don't know if that was because of how I was recording, or if that was because my 980 Ti cannot deal with Unreal Engine 4 at epic settings. It could be either or. So I'm just going to leave it on high for now. Input mode, I have it on hardcore so I can get used to it. I have the day-night turned off, and I have the just set to like noontime on the options. So if we look at the trick list, you can see they have the tricks set up for regular and switch, regular or goofy. There's high pop, mid pop, and low pops. Grinds, you've got a bunch of different grinds. Some of them only use one stick. Some of them use both sticks. It's definitely interesting. And that, you know, this is a much different setup from Skate. Also far different from the Tony Hawk games. So the idea with Session is it is supposed to be a much more hardcore, almost sim-like game for skateboarding. And now I'm not going to be able to land any trick, am I? Alright, well, I had some better lines going in the last recording where I discovered that, oh, my microphone was not up high enough. Ooh, that looked nice. It would have been nice if I could have popped that onto that rail, but that still looked pretty good. So anyway, this game is by Creature Studios, which, as far as I'm aware, right now is only two guys, two French Canadians, and one of them is the artist and the other one is the programmer. And this game was kickstarted, which is where this demo comes from. It's still available on their Kickstarter page, which I will link in the description below in case you guys want to check out the demo. Ooh, I actually cleared the rail without dying. I was kind of hoping for a nose manual pop. A little bit of glitchiness there with the board slides, but that'll be fixed eventually. So the plan with this game is to get it out into early access maybe later this year or early next year. Oh! That was crazy. So later this year, early next year, it'll be out in early access and on Xbox Game Preview. Oh, I actually didn't fall. How did that happen? And then I believe... Woo. That should have been a bail. I should have died right there. I believe the plan after that, when the game actually reaches full release state, is that it will be an Xbox console exclusive for 3 months before they start talking about anything to do with the PS4. However, remember, these guys are literally two guys right now. So I don't know. Ooh, that was weird. I don't know how able they will be to get it off the ground for the PS4 in a timely fashion. Maybe if the game does well in early access, they will they will be able to hire more people to get it up on the PS4 faster, so that pretty much right at the end of that 3-month window, it can get on the PS4. But I can't say. I will say, however, Mongo, that when you do your tricks and you actually start getting a good line down, it is extremely satisfying. As you can see, it's not the easiest thing in the world to get your tricks going. Oof, that would have been nice. Especially when you've only played this game for like maybe 2 hours like I have. I have not played this game for very long at all. That actually looked nice. Might help if I popped. Alright, I'll take it. But it's extremely satisfying when you get off certain tricks. And actually land them. Like here, let me try for let me just try for like a nose or a tail slide. That's a blunt. but it worked. Oh, see, he takes a second to get back into a pop position. Otherwise, that could have looked really good. So anyway, when this was shown at E3, lots of people who had not heard of the game, myself included, thought, "Oh my gosh, is this Skate 4?" And then it popped up, Session, and we were like, "What is this?" And this is what Session is. I suppose... Ooh, that was like a late flip out. Oh, that was actually really nice looking. Hills, yeah, baby. Mongo just for the hell of it. I'm gonna Mongo and trigger you all. Eat my Mongo. So anyway, yeah, it's... See, again, it takes that second to get back into that position. Oh, and I was switch. And it's definitely neat in the way it plays. Oh boy, that's death. This demo is not as feature rich as the backer demo. I actually did not hear about this game until after it had appeared at the Microsoft press conference. So I was not able to back it on Kickstarter. And as a result, I only have this park. It's a very small park. That was weird. But this is what they call their prototype demo. This is basically a proof of concept for what they're going for. And it works. It works okay. There are some glitches, obviously. But, you know, for a proof of concept, this is well beyond some other proof of concepts that could be out there. And it's fun. And like I said, when you actually land a trick that you're actually trying to get, it's very satisfying. I don't know how to do reverts. Oof. So this should be in early access. We're hoping... Ooh, that was weird. We're hoping by the end of the year. For those of us who were not Kickstarter backers and those of us who don't have the slightly more feature-rich demo that the backers have. Ooh. Which has a much bigger park and different modes for doing tricks. Like they call one timed. There's a catch mechanic. So like if you're doing like double or triple flips, you actually have to catch your board in order to land it. Hell, I think even if you're just doing a regular a regular kick or heel flip, you have to catch it, even if you're not trying to do doubles and stuff. Which lends itself to a much more hardcore / sim aspect, which is kind of what these guys are going for. And I'm fine with that. I know some people have asked for them to implement like the skate controls, and I don't think they should do that. If they have a vision, I want them to keep their vision and let the game survive or not on its own merits and on that vision. Oh, that was actually nice. And dead. He dead. And that's how it should be. Okay? You know, the game designers have their own idea for how they want the game to be. And then if that is an idea that people can get behind, then it will survive and it will sell well enough for them as an indie studio. And if it's not, then it won't. And how do you know if this game's going to be for you? Well, do what I did and download the Kickstarter demo. It is available on their Kickstarter page, which I will link in the description below. And give it a shot. See if you like it. See if you prefer hardcore or simplified. See if you even like the way that the trick system works. I keep trying for that. And just try it out. What's the worst you're going to lose? A little bit of time? A little bit of hard drive space that you can get back just by deleting it if you don't like it. That's all you need. There we go, my little manual. I will say, getting used to the trick system is hard. Getting used to the way you pop your board and do your flip tricks, that's going to take some getting used to. Especially in hardcore mode. But that's cool. You know, you don't need everything to be Tony Hawk. You don't need everything to be skate. Let it find its own feet. That's what I say. And I will be checking it out in early access. Just what I've played so far is good. It's hard, but it's good. You know. This is the Dark Souls of Skateboarding Games. Oh my God. You know, we could make that joke all we want. But it's going to appeal to people who want a more realistic skate game than even the Skate series. Because, you know, the Skate series had some things that... Nice. The Skate series, you know, did have some pretty unrealistic stuff at times. And this is going for a much more realistic feel. Obviously, the ragdoll physics are not the most realistic, but, you know, whatever. Oh! Wow. I'm not sure if that was a varial or an inward heel flip, but wow, that looked awesome coming off that. It's so hard for me to sometimes get those pops off, but that was so nice otherwise. I'll take it. I'm not going to say that I'm the best at skateboarding games. Oh, he dead. But I enjoy them. I've enjoyed them ever since 720 Degrees back in like the late 80s in the arcades. Shows you how old I am. And let me live vicariously through my digital skater, since with my health problems, if I tried skateboarding, my doctors would be the ones to kill me. Not even the skateboarder. So, yeah. You know, there are people asking for them to implement those skate controls, and I say no. Follow your vision. If it survives on that vision, then it survives on that vision, and you were right. If it doesn't, then you're wrong. Or the market isn't ready for it, I should say. So let me try for one more line here before we go. I don't want this video to be too long. Of course, trying for one line might make it too long. I'll take it. So yeah, if you want to check out the demo, I will link it in the description below, or their Kickstarter page in the description below. You can read about it, see what they've achieved. Check out the demo if you want. If your PC can handle it, then you're great. And then when it enters in early access on the Xbox and the PC, maybe check it out there if it still interests you. So thank you for watching. I'm actually going to play a little bit more of this while I am waiting for everything to render, because I like it. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. Either way, I'm good. Also, if you enjoyed the video and wish to help support in making more, consider visiting my Patreon page located in the description below. And again, thank you very much.